Hey guys, you know who I am, Jeremy from School of Wok. It's Saturday Specials and this series is all about the bao. Welcome back to Saturday Specials and it's the bao series. This week we're doing custard buns. Yes! So the first things first is not a simple custard recipe, but there's reason to it. I'm splitting this sort of custard in two here. So my first part is made up of a sort of egg and custard powder mixture. So egg, I've got some coconut milk, creamy coconut milk there, and then some condensed milk. You get that all into that to sweeten it up. Now, for the custard to be sort of thick enough to go into my bao, there's a few more sort of dry ingredients that goes into that. I'm going to give that a good whisk first. The custard buns that you get in restaurants are sort of bright yellow or orange in colour. Very likely they would have used some colouring, some food colouring in that. I'm going to go nice and natural on this. We've got some custard powder, which will add a bit of colour to it. Best to sort of sieve all these powdered ingredients into the mix. So custard powder, milk powder, and then I've got two types of flour here. Corn flour or cornstarch over in the US. And the last one's what we call cooked glutinous rice powder. Quite a sort of unique ingredient in this. If you want to find it, this is the sort of packet here. Cooked rice powder, in brackets, glutinous. So it's sticky rice being sort of dried or dehydrated and cooked. And what this does is it kind of sucks out moisture from liquid ingredients and allows you a little bit more time to play with the actual sort of doughy custard almost once we've frozen it. So that's going in there. And that does make a big difference to being able to deal with it. So sieve that through. You want to get any lumps out of that if you can. Give that a good mix through now. And you can see already that flour mix starting to thicken up that sort of custard. And the colour changing because of the custard powder. If you want to mix that well. So that's my custard part one. Done, ready to go. I'm going to start to work on the second part of the custard, which I'll then sort of pour gradually into this first part. So next up, custard part two. We've got some butter, sugar and water and condensed milk. Just gonna melt all that through. You're kind of making like a buttery syrup here that I'm going to gradually pour into my cool custard mixture. This is a naughty dessert, this. But our bao flour mix is not actually that sugary, so the sweetness of this really works well with the bao. You don't want to boil this, you just want to get it to a point where it's steaming hot and the butter is all melted through. So my sugar in this mix is melted, the butter's melted through. I don't want to boil this, so I'm going to switch that off. And we're going to use this to then pour into our mix here. At this point, you want to go really nice and gradually into the mix because we have got that egg in there. We don't want that egg to cook. In fact, it won't hurt to leave that for a couple of minutes before you pour it in. So you want to gradually, very gradually add this sort of sweetened, watery condensed milk into custard part one. This really is a labor of love, guys. So, you know, type of thing that I would give yourself time to do it on a weekend, make a big batch, and then have it in your freezer ready to steam and just have a sort of sweet treat throughout the rest of the week. No, my left hand's rubbish. So now, if you're sort of cooking the whole bit, it would take about 20 to 30 minutes. You've got to get it into a heat-proof bowl, and then we're going to steam this for the next part. What you want is for it to steam through and almost like congeal and get to sort of jelly-like structure. So it will look like it's curdling. That is good. I'm only going to do a small amount to show you guys so it can happen a little quicker. We've got some custard already made up and frozen because the next part of this is to freeze the custard. So you want to get it to a nice sort of curdled texture. I've got a saucepan of water here on the boil because it means that, well, I can have enough water in to not have to keep adding. So my custard is going to go into my steamer over the top. 20 to 30 minutes for this. Most importantly, you're looking for that bubbly sort of curdled custard texture. We'll show you that when it's done. So my custard has been steaming for about 15 minutes and it's got this nice jelly-like structure now. It's definitely set, which is what I want. And you can see in the texture that it's got this sort of bitty, slightly curdled texture, so I want to get that nice and smooth again. But the beauty of this is it's properly cooked through now, so when I mold it into my bao, it'll be nice and easy, but it'll still come out sort of gooey and nice and soft. So close that. And then I'm going to pop this into a plastic tub, bit of Tupperware, let it cool, cover it, straight in the freezer. So I've got my dough ready, sort of kneaded and rested. And the first thing you want to do with it is roll it into a cylinder. Now, if you haven't seen this already, you can find how to make your dough on the first video of this series, or we've got a from scratch bao dough recipe on the School Walk channel as well, so have a look at that one. So once you've got your cylinder of dough, you want to just split that in. I'm going to make 3 custard buns here to show you guys. First thing is to sort of shape it into a nice smooth ball. This is what we call at School Walk pinchy pinchy, twisty twisty, and that's sort of re-kneading the dough to get this nice smooth ball. This is actually especially important for custard buns. You want a kind of skin around the outside of the dough. That's the reason why we do this. I've got my custard here that's been frozen, and I've got some more of that cooked glutinous rice flour ready to help shape those bits of custard into the dough. Next up, I'm going to roll this into a nice round bit of pastry. So the pastry itself, the wheel, and my middle finger and thumb are my spokes of my wheel. My index finger is going to twist that wheel around. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to roll into it. So push in, twist, push in, twist, push in, twist. With custard buns, you want enough space to be able to bring the pastry around the actual custard. So roll it around sort of maybe twice round the wheel. Now my custard is melting quite quickly, so I've got my bowl of cooked glutinous rice flour, which I'm going to pop the pieces of custard into and just sort of shape very roughly, but you don't really have to do too much to that because all the action comes from the sort of more your pinchy pinchy twisty twisty again in a second. So that's covered nicely. I've got my dough here, and you have to work quite quickly with your custard. So straight into your bao, and then hold down, pick up, and pull up like so. And then you go pinchy pinchy, twisty twisty until all that dough is closed together and sealed tight. Once that's sealed tight, just let that sit underneath, turn it over, and you should have a nice sort of snowball of dough with your custard inside. This needs quick work. So they can go straight into your steam basket. Make sure they're the dome side up, otherwise they will crack open. And then cover that. Much like all the other bao that I ever cook, 8 minutes, full steam, and they'll be really delicious, hot, and gooey inside. So your custard buns, lovely fluffy texture. Real moment of truth in here is you can see that custard inside is really nice and gooey there. And it's got that great skin on the outside of the bun as well. Really soft custard. Fluffy bun, gooey custard. That's what makes a good custard bun. If you wanted it more yellow, a little bit of food colouring will do the job. It's not really my style. So, if you like this type of recipe, you want to learn more sweets or just savoury Asian cuisine, don't forget to
subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That's nice.